I don't know. It was like I damn near didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like you get.
It's like, this is more work than I thought.
You just get exhausted with doing every dance that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to, be a kid and learn how to walk once, man. But it's like if somebody tried to teach you how to walk 10 different ways, as a 30-year-old, you looking at them like, hey, bro, this looks better and feels better, so I'm gonna do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what your mind wants to say, and it was just like all the small technicalities. It was just like to get my habits to break. It was so difficult. I didn't think it was that difficult, and I'm lucky that Danny stayed in the practice. Rehearsal space with me for as long as she did, because we did get a lot of practice in. But by the time we did get the trophy, though, it was worth it. So it was definitely worth it, man. Was it like a different type of challenge for you? Obviously, being an athlete, coming from, being one of the however many people are in the NBA. Was it 370 people in the NBA, something like that? One of the 370 best athletes in the world when it comes to basketball, to go into the dancing world. Like how much of a different challenge was it for you? It was huge. It's a big adjustment. It's I say basketball is already kind of like poetry in motion, so to speak. Like you have to make smooth movements with your athleticism, and I think that was like my biggest advantage when the weeks progressed. It was like Danny started leaning on what I was good at. We started doing lifts. We start just doing things every week that we start calling them moments. But it was like we would have these moments that you feel something. You're not really just watching the show. You just sort of like the us thing. It was like people felt that shit. Like they felt like we was really in the movie. Like we was really trying to remind them of the movements and play on the tethered version of ourselves. And it was like doing that, I think, really boosted us. But the adjustment from basketball to dancing, I think basketball is already pretty much like we got to do.
It is kind of like dancing, right?
Like I'm doing the ramba and it's like this. I'm like, that ain't nothing but a finish over the
left
hand. You know what I'm saying? That's a finish, or that's a reverse. That footwork is me getting around a screen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's similar. It's just I gotta make it fun. So I'm like running around the rehearsal space like, okay, Euro step here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's, you know what I mean? Like that's how I was remembering. I'm sitting here telling myself basketball terminologies as the footwork.